a wealthy Cheshire town in the heart of a thriving farming community. Just off the high street is Oscar's, named after Irish writer Oscar Wilde.
It's been hard work, like I've put a lot of money into it and I want it to work out now. I'm running out of excuses. Kathy, are you sorting out the bar for me? Thank you very much.
12 months ago, with the support of her family, Maura put £65,000, her life savings, into opening her dream restaurant.
I like meeting people. I love meeting people, and this is what I enjoy.
One big, happy family running a quaint Irish restaurant. Perfect. Trouble is, Maura's now losing £2 a week, and this place was meant to be her pension plan.
It's just a nightmare. It really is. It is a nightmare. It's a panic, and especially when I'm on my own. You know, I have nobody to go home and say, oh God, you know, what do you think?
Maura can't afford a head chef, so her son Lennon's heading up the kitchen for free.
I'm the one that's closest to my mum, so obviously I wouldn't see her in the lurch, and that's it, I've just stayed.
But even with Lennon's charitable contribution, it seems Oscar's is on its last legs.
Fuck me, it's on top of a butcher.
How are we, Gordon?
Are you well?
I'm very well.
It's Maura.
Maura.
Good.
Bigara, Bigara.
This is cosy, nice. Who's that on the wall down there?
Who do you think it is?
It looks like a fat version of Jonathan Ross. Lenny.
How you doing?
Pleased to meet you.
And you?
What's under here?
They're the ribs,
Okay.
which cook in Coca-Cola.
Cooked in Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Fuck me, that's a new one.
Honest to God, they are.
They're cooked in Coca-Cola?
In Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Lennon used to be a pub chef, and it looks like he's picked up some bad habits.
And what style of food is it?
I call a bit of everything.
Bit of
There's fish, steaks, bit of pasta, bit of vegetarian. Try to cover a bit of everything.
Oh dear. I can't wait to find out what Maura's eclectic menu has to offer.
Okay.
Thank you. King prawn wrap, green lit mussels, soup du jour. A little bit of everything.
A good restaurant does one sort of food brilliantly. A bad one does 50 badly.
Oscar Wilde buffalo. Buffalo in Cheshire.
Even I'd find Maura's menu a challenge.
Gordon's having a paella, small
God
paella.
knows how her son Lennon copes.
He wants a carbonara for his mains.
Oh, the bastard.
Use it.
What?
He had to pick the thing and where's that?
Oh, thank you.
My paella starter takes 20 minutes to arrive.
So, a nice psychedelic pink crab stick. It stinks as well.
Then, like everyone else, I start waiting. And waiting for my main course.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What are they doing in there? Lots of cutlery on the table, but no fucking food.
Has anyone told them there are 38 customers in the restaurant?
Tables 3 and 7 are being cleared for about 20 minutes.
Fucking has
With food and service this bad, first-time customers will never come back.
Somebody's having a laugh at you.
Table 1 has complained about waiting so long for the food. Now they want a bottle of complimentary wine. What can you do? You have to keep the customer happy.
Maura's been forced to flush what little profit she could be making straight down the toilet.
Somebody?
Thank you very much.
At last, an hour and a half after ordering it, my carbonara finally arrives.
Tastes like there's vinegar there. You don't put fucking vinegar in a carbonara. There's egg in there, there's no parmesan in there. It's bland, it's garlicky. Chicken's rubbery. Apart from being crap and really shit, I actually feel really embarrassed because the girls behind me haven't even eaten yet.
We've been in here since 8 o'clock and it's now 10 past 10, so we've kind of gone a bit past caring as what comes.
Fucking hell.
I'm amazed they've held out this long. What's going on in there?
Lennon is really fucking embarrassing me out there. Let me give you a hand. So, who's communicating? Who's doing what? No.
Anyone in?
What's that balloon down there? Who put that under there?
Obviously. The smouldering 35-degree heat in this kitchen has started to scramble their brains.
Who put it under the grill, guys?
I put it under.
And did you look after it, Les?
Well, I just assumed they saw me put it under, because they were stood right next to me when I did it, so...
This is like a fucking Lauren Hardy show. Huh?
This is another fine mess I've got myself into.
Salad 4.
Veg 4, 3.
Salad?
Veg, salad 3, yeah.
It's a farce,
Veg is overcooked. That's overcooked.
with mother and son playing the blame game.
Where is it?
What?
There's no where it's going, the fuck all. This is the problem we have most of the time. Fucking waitresses.
No one is taking control.
Table 2's now looking for some discount.
I'd say get fucked.
No, you can't do that.
No,
you don't
can't.
speak to customers
2
like
bottles
that.
of wine. To us, that's like nearly 30
Yeah,
quid.
but you can't speak to a customer like that.
Well, I fucking disagree.
Well, I'll sort it out.
But I'm just saying, the fella,
This kitchen's a pressure cooker, waiting to explode.
It's rare. Anyway, let's not argue. Let's just try and get some food out. Lennon.
fuck off. Fucking cook it yourself.
A head chef who can't stand the heat? What happened to the quaint family-run restaurant?
Fuck me. It's not normal, this. And you know, this is not fucking normal. Huh?
Doing your mum a favour is one thing. Helping to run her business into the ground is another.
You can't be happy with this.
It does hurt to see it, because I know that every penny my mum's got is in her house, is in this, everything's in this. It's shit.
I apologise so much.
Maura's given away over £100 worth of free drink and food.
That's annoying. Okay.
She'd have been better off closing for the night and saving the restaurant's reputation.
Lennon, stand next to your mum. I actually sat down with a little bit of excitement, you know that? Thinking, Christ, this is quaint, this is beautiful. Then when the food arrived, trust me, I don't think, quite honestly, we need to hear any more bad comments on the food tonight, because I've had a fucking bellyful. We're in the shit. Morning.
Morning.
It's my second day at Oscars. Last night, mother and son team Maura and Lennon ran possibly the worst service I've ever seen.
The first thing that struck me when I came into the kitchen last night was the disrespect between mother and son. That was a big shock for me.
Yes. With it being a family business, you know, this is like a livelihood. And I walked out and I do know that, you know, that wasn't right.
What the fuck happened last night? You give it to me, truthfully.
Truthfully,
And seriously.
and seriously, I was nervous about the whole thing, and I did. And I'll openly admit it, have a few drinks yesterday, waking up to it. And basically, through that, I did lose my concentration of what I was doing. Everything just went pear-shaped.
If I am going to get involved and start working fucking hard to help get this thing back on track, you've really got to promise me that you're going to concentrate, not disappear, and forget anything about a fucking drink.
100%. 110%. I promise you that.
I'm really worried about Lennon turning to alcohol every time there's pressure in the kitchen. So many chefs go down that line. And if it's not alcohol, it's drugs. And that's the last thing you need when you're under pressure. It's a fucking recipe for disaster.
Like his dad before him, Lennon's always wanted to be a chef. But so far, I've seen nothing revolutionary in his cooking. It's time to find out just what lights his fire.
I don't cook for myself.
You don't fucking eat your own food. Are you keen on anything?
Curry. I just like Vindaloo curry for some reason.
Vindaloo?
Yeah. I know I'm red. That's it. I'll sit with a bottle of wine with that, and I'm happy enough.
So you eat Vindaloos, you smoke 40 cigarettes a day, a bottle of wine.
Sugar sandwiches.
Sugar what?
Sugar sandwiches.
How the fuck do you
Butter the bread and dip it into the sugar bowl. Gorgeous. Trust me.
You must have a palate like a cow's backside having fucking diarrhea, you know that?
Sugar sandwiches and ribs braised in Coca-Cola.
Lamb.
Lennon's taste buds have clearly lost their Irish roots.
Lamb.
I need to inspire them with some good old-fashioned ingredients.
Lamb. Now that can be turned into 300-400 quid's worth of turnover. How can you turn that into something delicious, yeah, and sell it on the fucking menu? Think of something for chicken as well, you know that?
Let's see what his vivid imagination can muster.
Not out of a cookbook. They're off the top of my head.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Right, the chicken marinated in honey and whole grain mustard, served on a bed of wilted spinach.
Go on.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
You had a drink last night?
Last night, yes.
Yeah, I didn't drink a thing last night.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it tastes like shit. Next?
Diced lamb, cooked in tomato and basil sauce, and just topped with Parmesan cheese. Put a bit of chilli, just give it a little bit of a bite to go with the honey.
This is why I think you destroy the majority of the stuff you do, because you put all these little bits of shit at the end that just blows it.
I don't think that's too bad.
Mm-hmm. Almost reminds me of a stew, like an Irish stew. And if I came to Oscars, I'd love to see a real nice Irish stew. If I knew the chef was Irish, bang.
You'd expect.
I'd be over the fucking moon. That one's workable, but not bad.
Okay, thank you.
But you can definitely do better.
Yeah.
And there's no time like the present. Irish family,
When we put the cabbage in, I think we can do it quite sort of rustic, no? Okay.
Irish restaurant, Irish stew, here we come.
Shake, shake, shake. So we dry them out a little bit, create a little bit of fur around the outside, almost like a little bit like a fur jacket.
That's what they do in Ireland.
Where?
In Ireland, when they boil the spuds and drain them,
Welcome back.
they go back on until they just start to fluff out.
Why the fuck are you telling me this? Yeah?
Right.
In your own restaurant. When you produce the shit you produce, and now you've just opened up and hit the nail on the head. You've fallen out of love with food, haven't you?
And a lot of people have said that, yeah. I don't know why. I have no reason why.
You've got to get it back.
So, what does Mum think?
I'm ashamed to say I'm Irish and I couldn't make Irish stew like this. This is lovely.
Yeah, you're Irish, for fuck's sake. You should be, you know, renowned in this town for your Irish stew. Walking around like proud cock.
I mean, yeah, and it's simple, it's basic, it's cheap. Yeah, okay.
Mother and son are starting to see eye to eye. Now it's time to get mature trainee chef Les up to speed.
And did you not want to be a chef early on in life, or...?
No, it never really occurred to me. I mean, when I left school, it was just take what job I could get at the time, really, money-wise.
Yeah.
Les has had 21 jobs in 21 years.
Started cooking at 18.
Everything from gas man to bingo caller.
Give me a call.
The eyes down, here we go. So it's on the blue, 4 and 2, blue 42. 2 fat ladies, 88. All the 7s, a pair of crutches, 77.
If he can cook as well as he can call, then job 22 could be the winning number.
6 and 2, clickety duck, 62.